Well, good morning. Good morning. Wait, it's not morning yet, but it's almost morning. Listen, I wanted to come on. I'm trying to see if this thing is thinging like it should be thinging. Oh, it is. It is. It is. So let me text some of my team members and let them know that I am on because they're gonna have a hissy fit knowing that I came on in the midnight hour almost. But listen, I'm up working and have a special project that I'm working on and a special project that I'm doing tomorrow. I am praying for over 1,000 women who are entrepreneurs and full time career driven women. And I'm a full time entrepreneur, and I was up working on that. I got some deadlines that I have to meet before the sunrise. So I'll probably be up all night. Still looking cute though, right? Still face, still beat. But I'll probably be up for the most part all night long. And I just wanted to come on and just have a transparent moment for entrepreneurs and those who are in ministry. So those who are marrying ministry and marketplace. Let me call a couple of people, let them know that I'm on because they're gonna be like, wait a second, you went on and you didn't have us to come and pray for you. Wait, give me 1 second. And so one of the things that I want to talk to entrepreneurs and I want to just encourage you, those that are in ministry and in marketplace. I want to encourage you on tonight. I'm on live Facebook and about 4 other sources. So let the team know so y'all can come on. Okay. And so anyway, so as I was sitting here and I was working and I'm grinding and I'm getting some stuff out, September and October are some of that's like my busy time because for me mentally, I know that that is my most productive time. Like we all have seasons, right? And I've been on this series, Discerning Your Season, and you do have to discern your season. And I just wanted to come on tonight and really encourage. I want to encourage single moms. I want to encourage entrepreneurs. I want to encourage those who are in ministry. I just want to encourage you to keep going. You know, there is a lot going on in the realm of the spirit. There's a lot going on in the natural. There's a lot going on your jobs. There's a lot going on at the schools, in your church. I want to encourage you. First of all, you're not alone. You are not by yourself. What you are experiencing, trust me, a lot of your friends and a lot of your counterparts are experiencing. They're just not saying anything. And so this will be a season, I know for me, of fasting and praying. Most of you know that I am. I've been in ministry for 20 plus years. I've been an entrepreneur full time since 2012. And so I understand the marrying of ministry and marketplace. And so what a lot of people are not saying is we are in some interesting times. It's just interesting. That's the word I choose to use to describe what I know I'm seeing and what I know is transpiring. And so we have some interesting times going on in ministry and in marketplace, in the church and in business, in careers. And for those of you who are believers, let me talk to you for a minute because I really think that I can really help you navigate through what you may experience, or I may be able to give you some language that nobody else may be giving you, but the stakes are high, right? Your faith is going to be tested. You have to understand and you have to know that. And if your faith is going to be tested, then you have to understand that your children's faith is going to be tested. It is no secret that we're getting ready to come upon one of probably the most interesting political climates that I've seen in my age, and I'm 52. And so you have got to make your calling and your election sure. This is what I tell my team and those that I'm connected to. Keep your hands clean and your heart pure. Every fight is not your fight. Every battle is not a battle that you have to attend. And I want to talk to entrepreneurs because you're going to have to be creative. I just need to tell you that you're really going to have to be creative. I've been selling a product, a digital product, and I've always created products, but my products were I always paid for people to create my products. Like I've written, I think 27 books, and 25 of those was before AI and all that stuff. So, I've like grinded, got it out the mud, as the, the young people would say. But I want to tell you this: you are going to have to be creative in ministry. You're going to have to be creative in marketplace, because what worked last year won't work this year. What got you here won't get you there. And so you're going to have to, number one, let me give you some tools and tips, and this is off the dome. Number one, you're going to have to engage with people who you never thought you would engage with. People who you may have thought you were better than, people who you may have thought, I would never deal with them. Pray and ask God to show you who your tribe is, or who you need to mesh with. It's always been interesting to me. And as a little girl, they call me question mark. So it's always been interesting to me that people don't want to deal with certain people because this person is evil and that person. I've always been confused. If the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just, and the body of Christ think they're too good for the wicked, how does the transfer take place? But we're not, I didn't come here to get into that religious debate. What I did come to do is I want to encourage those of you who are entrepreneurs and those of you who are in ministry. You're going to have to get with God and be very creative. I'm not saying you've got to drop what you're doing. I'm not saying you've got to like go into a whole different realm of doing something different, but you are going to have to be creative. What worked last year is not working this year. It's just not. I mean, I am selling, which is a blessing to me. One of the things that I'm selling, and it's going off selling any second now, but is a digital product, a digital academy that I have stumbled upon. But for me, it was an answer to prayer, because I coach really hard and really long and all the details. And when I stumbled upon that product, it blessed me because it means I don't have to coach as hard. So for me, that pivot blessed me. And for me, doing things differently, that part blessed me. And I'm making money in the process, right? Everybody that registers, I get to make money off of it. But then, because I decided to do something different, it opened my mindset up as to, wait a second, this is an avenue for all of the classes I've ever taught, all of the things I've ever done. This is an avenue for me to get more exposure for the things that I'm doing as well. So because I decided to try something that I definitely never even thought I would embark upon. And I will tell you this, I prayed, I was like, God, what can I do to help my clients where I'm not pouring all the time? I don't want to work at my son's football games or basketball games. And being a single mom that's 100% or 97% responsible for my 15-year-old, whether it's tuition, all of the games, all of the AAUs, all of that is getting him there and back. All of that is 99% my responsibility. I don't want to always have to be working though, right? And so I've been like, okay, God, what can I do? And they notice it at his school. You're always working. You're always working. I'm like, I'm a single mom. I mean, not that, let me run outside really quick during halftime and take this call. And I've done that. I mean, I've even made money while I was at his game, which is why I encourage other moms to coach and do digital products, because it's worked for me, right? It's worked for me. And so, but I'm at a place where I don't want to be working all the time. So there are new strategies, and I don't even want to do classes at night anymore. Let's be very clear. And sometimes I've had 3 classes in the evenings, but I'm not doing it during the day. So, I want to transition that. And in that, I've had to look at how to do things differently. I literally had to fast and pray on, okay, how can I make this thing work for me? I would tell you, one of my fears, and I'm being honest and transparent, I'm a purpose pusher in hopes that you can be reflective. One of my fears, it was this, but this is working and it pays the bills. Why am I going to shift if this is working and it pays the bills? And so I was scared. I was so scared. When I tell you, I was so scared, because I was like, but if I don't work, I don't eat. If I don't work, he doesn't eat, right? And not that I'm destitute. It is what it is. I'm a single mom, full-time single mom of 2 brown boys. That's no secret. And so for me, I had a lot of fear of, but what if I pivot and it doesn't work. Some money is better than no money. So I had to really get with God, and I had to fast, and I had to pray, and I had to be like, God, just show me where I don't have to always be trying to chase a dollar. Now, my business does okay, right? It does okay. I mean, I made multiple six figures in my business. I've got fighting with the IRS and can prove it to you. But what got me here won't get me to seven figures. And so there was a lag and a gap. And I hope this blesses somebody. There's been a gap in that fear of, but what if I just make some money? But can I afford not to make some money? But can I? And so I had to pivot, but I had to pivot with faith. And I'm telling you that you're going to have to do things differently, and you're going to have to do it with faith. You've been working, you've been praying, you've been sowing, and now you've got, this is where the rubber meets the road, where you have to decide, okay, I'm going to do things differently. And there may be a lag, and I may be kind of scared, but I've got to do it anyway, because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten. And what got you here, there's a book that I'm listening to now. What got you here won't get you there. I know there's some frustrations that happen in business. I know there is, but I came to tell you on tonight, keep going. Don't quit. Pivot when you have to. Do things a little bit differently, and then be open, right? Be open to the way and the how that you're doing things. What's the worst thing that could happen? What is the absolute worst thing that could happen by you deciding to try something new? I'm Dr. Tavis. I'm your business strategist and your purpose pusher. I am the pastor of the Great Emerge Church, and I marry everything that I do, from my PhD in positive neuropsychology, that's your brain, to pastoring, 20 years in ministry, to business. I marry those all together, and I help you create a purpose-driven life that is so awesome and so amazing that you too will understand that you have purpose. I'll chat with you soon. Bye now.